going on, Jerome's? Sorry, this would have been out a little bit earlier, except we were out winning the day at an undisclosed location. Just kidding. So from time to time, we like to gamble a little bit, play a little cards, play a little poker at Canterbury Park. And in fact, it was a weird day because we had 4 Jeromes come up to us and be like, what's up? But also, it was great to meet viewers of the channel. Shout out to you guys. But also, I noticed that the what's ups were not accompanied by a frosty beverage. It is what it is. But we're just getting into practice before we head out to a big undisclosed location from Friday through Tuesday. Something like that. We're going to Austin, Texas, getting away from things for a little bit. I'm really good at timing. I'm really good at timing things right before free agency. But for some reason, the Washington Commanders, take command, have traded for Carson Wentz. It's just, ay Dios mío. So a couple years ago, when Carson Wentz came into the league, 2016, number 2 overall selection, Eagles moved up. They did the damn thing. Well, no, they didn't move up. But it was Jared Goff at 1. It was the Eagles at 2. And it was just like, hey, Carson Wentz is going to be that guy. Carson Wentz is going to be that dude who's going to carry this franchise. And respect. In Philly with Doug and Frank Reich, he was fine. And he was really good in 2017, in fact. He was second team All-Pro, even though he missed a bunch of games with the torn ACL. He was playing at an MVP level. But then, lost his job, lost his way, got traded last offseason to Howie Roseman with the heist of the Colts. Frank Reich's like, mama, I can change him. I can fix him. And everything that's coming out from Indianapolis now, part of it is Indy. I feel bad for Carson Wentz to a degree, even though part of this is his fault, but you can tell that the Colts are really leaning into the narratives of like, oh, this is why we did it. Oh, he's a poor leader. Oh, he's this, he's that. So they're trying to cover their ass of the embarrassment of having that blockbuster trade last year and then flipping him to Washington for basically nothing. But it's a new day, new dawn with the Colts. And Carson Wentz, here's the terms of the trade. So the Colts get a 2022 third-round pick. Third-round pick next season. It becomes a second if Wentz plays 70% of the plays. And a 2022 second-round pick. Well, they're just swapping spots in the second round. So that's a misnomer there. And the Commanders get Carson Wentz. So basically, Carson Wentz was traded for a third and a conditional third. And that's not a lot, especially given what the Colts gave up. And Washington has been adamant that they were looking for a veteran quarterback to fill in there. And, hey, what better veteran quarterback than a guy that you saw just completely dismantle in front of your eyes twice a year in Philly in Carson Wentz. And at least Carson Wentz can throw the Eagles again, which is just fantastic. Just fantastic, man. And I don't know what it is, man. It says a lot when the best quarterback for the Washington football team, or whatever the hell they call themselves nowadays, since, I don't know, Mark Rippon, has been Kirk Cousins. It's just amazing, man. Whether it be, actually, the top 2 quarterbacks for Washington since Mark Rippon, since they last won a Super Bowl, it might be Kirk Cousins, Vikings legend, and Gus Frerotte, Vikings legend. Wow. Like, they blew it with RG3, they blew it with Heath Schuler, they blew it with Donovan Fatnab. It's just been a mess in Washington. The mega trade for Brad Johnson. Remember that one? Yeah, how'd that one work out? But yeah, Wentz is in Washington now. Washington also. So you thought when he was traded for so little that maybe the Colts were picking up some of the tab, but no. Washington is paying the full $28 million due to Carson Wentz this year. Includes a $5 million rooster bonus due this week. From now on, it's Commander Carson. Colts now have insane cap space, and they can do something with it. But I don't know if they'll be in the quarterback trade market. Like, I don't think the Texans would trade Deshaun in division, so that's a non-starter there. Do they go after Jimmy G? Like, what's the plan here? Do they call up the Vikings and Kirk Cousins? Maybe we'll interest you in our finest Kirk Cousins. And Field Dates pointed this one out. Colts quarterbacks starting week 1 by year. Andrew Luck, Scott Tolzien, the legend. Andrew Luck, Jabroni Brisket, Carson, Phillip Rivers, and Carson Wentz. And then 2022 TBD. That's insane. That's just a lot of turnover at the quarterback position. Also, this team has been pretty damn good. Like they bricked the playoffs last year, but they had 11 wins the year before with the corpse of Phillip Rivers. So, I mean, I think Frank Reich does have a good team here. You do like Pittman. You do like Jonathan Taylor-Thomas. They got some really nice pieces on defense. And it feels like they can get something done. But they just cannot get it right at the quarterback position. And, I mean, their division, I mean, minus the Titans, even though the Titans don't really have a quarterback either, it's very winnable. It is. And if you look at the draft, so the Colts obviously don't have a first-round pick. That's in Philly's back pocket. if you're Washington at 11, even though you have Carson Wentz, you should still consider drafting a quarterback. Like, I think Malik Willis is going to be spoken for in the top 10, whether it's Detroit, whether it's Carolina, hell, maybe even the Giants, maybe Atlanta, maybe Seattle, maybe someone who trades in, whatever. But, I mean, Kenny Pickett could be there. Matt Corral could and should be there. Desmond Ridder could and should be there. So I think that Washington, even with the Carson Wentz acquisition, they need to consider drafting a quarterback at 11 to compete with Taylor Heinicke and Carson Wentz. It's just, I don't know what it is, but there are many things that divide us as a nation and as a world, but I don't know what it is. Just trolling and making fun of Carson Wentz, that unites us. I don't know why. And it's weird because he is revered. He is beloved in North Dakota. Power for Fargo all up in there. And hell, if the Vikings somehow, some way had acquired Carson Wentz as a starting quarterback, Vikings fans would have flipped out in a positive way. Not just like pissing them off. Like, oh, mama, we can change him. Carson Wentz going to pan on that number 2 overall pick hype. But we'll see. Anyways, let us know your thoughts on our thoughts. Carson Wentz is now a commie. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.